What's up, my comic comrades? It's no secret that Peter David is one of the most prolific Hulk writers to ever write the character. In fact, he just recently did a fantastic job with the 3 Maestro prequel series, which he wrapped up last year with World War M. If you're interested, we recap the entire 5-issue story right here. But now he's revisiting another Hulk character he co-created, Joe Fixit Hulk. And since we're massive fans of Peter David and the Hulk, we're here to cover issue 1 of the new series. Also, a certain friendly neighborhood Spider-Man might appear in the story. But before we head to Vegas where Joe Fixit is king, we've got an important reminder for you. When you're looking to impress that special someone, sometimes you gotta turn on that scruffy looking Nerf herder charm. And with Valentine's Day right around the corner, it also doesn't hurt to back that charm up with some bling. Well, today's sponsor, Star Wars Fine Jewelry, is coming in clutch with their I Love You, I Know Valentine sale, where you can get up to 50% off their Princess Leia and Han Solo inspired styles. Everything from Star Wars Fine Jewelry is officially licensed and made using only high quality metals, gemstones, and diamonds, like their necklaces and pendants, earrings, bracelets, and my personal favorite, the rings. Check out these dope I Love You women's bands inspired by Princess Leia. They're 14 karat rose gold with white diamonds. This is the band you want to say I do with. But Star Wars has something for everyone in the galaxy, so check out these cool I Know men's bands. These Han Solo inspired wedding bands in 10 karat white gold and black rhodium are a perfect match with the Princess Leia wedding bands. So make the jump to Lightspeed and check out these great pieces for yourself by going to StarWarsFineJewelry.com. And don't procrastinate, Valentine's Day is creeping up quickly and you'll want to get your order delivered in time. Again, visit StarWarsFineJewelry.com. Starts off with someone on the news saying, "Who is Joe Fixit?" That is the question on the lips of many Las Vegas regulars. And there is no easy answer. We are then taken inside of a Las Vegas airport where we see Peter Parker is the one watching this news report, saying to himself, "He's your Incredible Hulk." That's your answer. Anything else your friendly traveling Spider-Man can help you with? The news reporter goes on to say, "We know that he works here at the Coliseum Casino, directly for its owner, Michael Berengetti. It is also reported that he apparently suffers from argyria, which is a condition that causes the skin to turn gray due to an overexposure to silver." Peter then says to himself with a smirk, "No, it was an exposure to gamma rays actually. Bet you won't find any doctor to back you up on that though. Geez, I wonder how much longer my flight back to New York is going to be delayed." The news goes on to say how photographs of Joe Fixit are very rare as he likes to stay out of the limelight, and the extent of his duties for Mr. Berengetti are nebulous. They then show body cam footage of Joe Fixit saving a police officer as he seemingly jumps from the top of a building to save him. There's also street cam footage of Fixit stopping a car by letting it smash into him, but the news anchor is saying Mr. Fixit endurance seems to be on superhuman levels. As Parker continues to watch this, he says to himself, "It's amazing that people can't put one and one together and realize who he is." Then again, everyone knows the Hulk has green skin, not gray. And they haven't had the opportunity I've had to go up against him, referring to their fight back in The Incredible Hulk issue 349. Pete then says, "I thought I was just coming out here to promote my book of photographs. I didn't expect to run into..." As his spider sense goes off, he turns around and sees it's none other than the Kingpin, making his way through the airport. Parker says, "What the hell is he doing in Las Vegas?" Kingpin's security then pushes Parker out of the way, with him saying, "Sorry," putting a hand on Kingpin. Kingpin says, "Watch your hands, boy," with Pete looking sternly back saying, "I'm not a boy." Kingpin's security then says, "Hey boss, ain't that where we're going, the Coliseum?" pointing to the news report Peter was listening to. Kingpin answers, "Indeed it is, and that must be its owner's enforcer, Mr. Fixit. His job is about to get much more difficult." Peter, now needing to know what the hell someone as dangerous as Kingpin is doing in Las Vegas and why he's going to the Coliseum, cashes out his ticket and then says to himself, "So I know where he's heading, that's a start. And if there's any changes, my spider tracer will tell me where he goes," telling us why he put his hand on Kingpin earlier. On the drive to the Coliseum, Kingpin asks, "So Berengetti is expecting us?" His advisor, or guy, says, "Yes sir, it's all arranged." Kingpin responds, "My understanding is that he has no more love for the Magia than I do." The man replies, "That's correct. They tried to move in on his operation a few months ago." Kingpin says, "So he should be cooperative to our overtures. If not, we will have to persuade him. It benefits us to join forces to keep the Magia out of Vegas, for both our interests. So we will convince him to cooperate right before we take over his entire operation." Now obviously Peter has suited up into his Spider-Man costume and is following Kingpin to the Coliseum, saying to himself, "So no side trips, then straight to business." I almost feel sorry for him. He has no idea what he's wandering into. He figures he's just going to stride in and do his Kingpin thing. And Spider-Man is correct. That's exactly what Kingpin does. He pulls up and walks in like he owns this place, walking directly to Berengetti's office. Berengetti goes to shake hands, but Kingpin doesn't extend his. At which point Berengetti says, "Very well, this won't take long." Kingpin says, "No, it won't. We have mutual concerns, the Magia." Berengetti sits down saying, "The Magia is no longer concerned. We've disposed of them. Mr. Fixit and I. Well, mostly him. So I don't see how we have anything else to discuss." This pisses off Kingpin, so he slams his fist down on Berengetti's desk, breaking it in half while saying, "I disagree," with a voice from the door saying, "We're going to bill you for that, you know. I expect you'll make good on it," as Joe Fixit enters the office. Kingpin's security then points a gun at Fixit saying, "Back off," but he just replies, "I don't think so. Go ahead, shoot. It'll be fun." He does, and the bullets just bounce off of him with Fixit saying, "Ow." kidding, knowing that clearly bullets won't do anything to Fixit. He then turns the gun to Berengetti saying, "Oh yeah? Well, can your boss do the same trick? Back off. I mean it." Fixit tells him, "Do it and you won't leave this office alive. Up to you." But before Kingpin's man can do anything, we see Spider-Man snuck in via the air vents using his webbing to clog the guy's gun. Spider-Man then says, "Hey guys, I gotta tell you, I'm feeling a little underdressed here." Fixit then backhands Kingpin's men, sending him flying, saying, "I think this meeting's done." Kingpin then charges Joe Fixit, saying, "Not until I say so." But Joe Fixit doesn't even budge. It's like Kingpin just ran into a solid concrete wall, with Fixit saying, "Okay, say so." Kingpin then starts punching Fixit over and over, giving him a right hook across the face, with Kingpin saying, "How is this possible?" Fixit then catches one of Kingpin's punches in his hand, telling Kingpin, "Say it's over. Come on, you can do it. No? Let's provide incentive." As he lifts Kingpin over his head and body slams him into the ground so hard, people in the casino think it's an earthquake. Kingpin just says on the floor in shock, trying to get a word out, "Impossible." Joe Fixit then picks him up with one hand, saying, "I think impossible is the word you're looking for. Although, if you ask me, I prefer the word incredible." As he slams Kingpin into the ground face first, telling Kingpin, "Say it or I rip your arm off. Say it." At which point Kingpin finally says, "It's over." But then Fixit says, "Now say it in French." And Kingpin also does. Kingpin and his men then leaves with Kingpin's tail between his legs, pissed off, as Joe Fixit says to Spider-Man, "Good timing." Spider-Man then says, "I can tell you right now, this isn't over." Joe Fixit replies, "I hope not. I haven't had that much fun in ages." Berengetti then tells Joe Fixit, "Escort our air-vented friend here up to the top floor guest suite. Have an account opened up for him." Spider-Man asks, "An account?" Berengetti replies, "Yeah, for whatever you need. Gambling, food, whatever. All on the house for however long you stay, Spider-Man." Spider-Man says that's not really necessary, but he insists, saying, "I say it is." As Joe escorts Spider-Man to his suite, we see Kingpin in the car breaking the neck of his assistant, who tells him he's bleeding. And then Kingpin says, "A new plan. We kill Mr. Fixit." And with that, the issue ends. This was a crazy, fun, good issue, guys. This was just a classic Marvel storytelling. Just fun, straight to the point, cool premise, lots of action. And I gotta say, seeing Joe Fixit manhandle Kingpin, who was not used to being bossed around, or thrown around for that matter, was utterly amazing. Joe Fixit even made him say uncle, basically, forcing him to give in several different languages. I cannot wait to see what reinforcements Kingpin brings in coming issues. But that's just my 2 cents, friends. Let us know what you guys think of the start of the series down in the comments. First up for the week of January 25th, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, The Lost Years, Issue 1. The original Last Ronin series, which revealed the tragic fate of the Turtles, was amazing. But what happened during those years after the deaths of Splinter, Leo, Raph, and Donnie, when Michelangelo only had the need for vengeance and Master Splinter's journal to guide him? Kevin Eastman returns with this 5-issue series to fill in those gaps. Next up, we have Junkyard Joe, Issue 4 by Jeff Johns. This is John's ongoing creator-owned title about a robot soldier named Joe who is on the run from forces who seek to use him for their own evil agenda. Third on our list is Book of Shadows, Issue 3. Exarch Fane, an ancient otherworldly warlord, is intent on sacrificing our world to satisfy his hunger. Only a team of mystic heroes stands in his way, but while 3 heroes, Shadow Man, Punk Mambo, and Persephone, attempt to stop Fane from forging the Chain of Ruin, Dr. Mirage and the Eternal Warrior pass through the Veil of Death to discover the Book of Shadows' terrible secrets. Next in line, we have Sins of Sinister, Issue 1. It's the end of the world as we know it, and Sinister feels fine. For now. Can that last? This issue kicks off the X-Men crossover Sinister has been planning since the beginning, with a horror timeline that makes the Age of Apocalypse look like a day in the park. And last but not least, we have Justice Society of America Issue 2. The new Golden Age continues, with Huntress arriving in the present day. But the Justice Society of America are not what she remembers. Can she get to the bottom of what happened to the world's first superhero team? Will the Helmet of Fate hold the answers Huntress seeks? And that's going to bring this episode to a close, but if you enjoyed it, check out this one right here. And if you like more content, like, subscribe, and comment. It helps us out. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time when I talk about all things comics.